So today I will be telling the class why I think that schools really need to include more life skills classes in their curriculum. By life skills, I mean stuff like taxes, bank accounts, managing money, cooking, learning about insurance, all this stuff that kids might get out of high school and they've always heard their parents talking about or doing, but they really have no idea. And they get out of high school and they can't go to a 4 year university, and their high school pretty much prepared them for the thought of a 4 year university, and now they're stuck like, oh shoot, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So, my first point is classes should be taught in high school that teach kids about money, bank accounts, and taxes. If you're 18 and you get out of high school and you get a job, you really need to learn how to save some money, manage your money, not spend it all, and budget it among, your house payment, your car payment, your bills, and everything. And a lot of people, might be clueless about this getting out of high school. So that's why there needs to be a class to prepare these, teach freshmen, sophomore, juniors in high school about this. And then when they get out, they're able to save their money and budget it well and put it in bank accounts and do their taxes, so they're not just wasting money and they're really spending the hard-earned money how they want. The second main point I have is that schools should include culinary classes. I know New Bern High School had a cooking class. I'm not sure if every high school does, but I think this is an important class where you can learn about being healthy, first off, not eating fast food and junk food all the time. And second off, when you go off on your own after high school, you don't want to be buying 3 fast food meals a day because that gets expensive. You need to be able to learn how to cook a healthy meal that is still very cost friendly for, you might have a family at that time. You don't want to be spending $50 every meal. You can cook something healthy for your family. The third main idea that I have is classes should be taught that include more like career curriculum. So I know like at New Bern High School there is a good amount of career-based classes, CTE classes, engineering, computers, all that. Now that's great and all, but I don't think a lot of kids really take career classes, and then they get to college and they're like, I have no idea what I want to do. So I think that high schools should offer a wide range from engineering to computer to firefighting to all these classes. And if somebody is really passionate about a certain subject, let them take several classes in that subject and really let students discover the wide range of jobs that they can have after high school with or without a 4 year university. The fourth main idea that I had was students should be taught proper job etiquette. If you have a job interview set up, you just got out of high school, you need to be able to make money, and you're going to this nice restaurant, you want to be a server, and you show up in ripped jeans and a t-shirt and a backwards hat, and your person hiring you looks at you and already thinks, oh shoot, this person's not getting the job. So I think there needs to be a class that teaches kids before they're going into the job world how to properly dress, how to be respectful at a job interview, how to interact with your boss respectfully, and really just a class that helps kids understand the easiest way to get a job and how to be respectful and get there and get the job. Another main point that I think would be crucial in high school would be a communication skills class. I know there are several communication skills classes, but I think there needs to be one that really teaches people how to work as groups to get stuff done, how to respectfully communicate with people of authority. For example, if I'm at school, I know some kids will say stuff to teachers or a principal or something that I'm like, why would you say that? Like, that is so disrespectful. And if you're in a job setting and you're out here talking junk to your boss or something and then you get fired, well, what if there was a class that taught you how to effectively communicate your points without getting mad or without blowing a gasket at somebody? So I really think communication classes could be key. Also, especially with like working with your coworkers to get something done, if you're a natural leader, then you need to learn how to use your leadership skills. Lastly, I think another main class that would be really helpful at school would be a kind of like a life without technology class. So I know our generation is very reliant on our phones. So if I was going across the state for to visit a friend at college or something, I would just go to Google Maps, type in the address, my phone would take me straight there, right? Well, I think that there needs to be a class that teaches kids how to read maps, read a compass, use a GPS, and really just like basic skills that have been lost in our generation. In the past few years, we've been so reliant on technology that many people our age don't know how to do normal stuff like navigation. And I mean, there's a good list besides outside of navigation that could be included in these classes, but that was just a main point I had, was that some people couldn't go anywhere in their car if they didn't have their phone because they don't know how to read a map or anything. Now, after hearing all these points I made, those of you who are already outside of high school, and I know in my audience analysis survey, several people said that they felt like their high school did not prepare them well enough for their future. If your high school included all these classes that I just talked about and really had trained professionals in these classes, don't you think you would have been better prepared for your future or been better off instead of feeling like the real world hit you like a train when you finally got out there?